Hello, my name is Melaney Ryan. I am the founder of MRIAC and also the founder of Integrated Therapeutic Alignment, ITA, and My Heart Meditation. I'm very humbled to share that we have received incredible results through ITA with our clients and also with our students of My Heart Meditation. I have been in clinic or my own clinic practice now for 36 years. It seems like a long time, but I have actually been in clinic for 36 years. And in those 36 years, I started to note repetitive patterns with my clients. What I mean by that, for example, is if somebody came into the clinic experiencing anxiety, I started to notice that there were similar pools or similar areas within people's physical and energetic systems that were having the same offsets as each other. So what I started to realize then was I needed to document what I was actually seeing within these clients. So that's exactly what I did. I started to document them year after year after year, just making notes and documenting everything that I was seeing as these repetitive patterns within my clients. Those documentations then became training manuals, and they are actually the foundation tools now for our students of ITA. What I also need to note, for example, is just to share with you. So, for example, when somebody is actually experiencing something like anxiety, that category actually links us to the metal element. It's one of the five elements that are actually fueling the earth energy. The metal element actually influences how we perceive ourselves and our experiences and how we're integrating every present moment. It also integrates our feelings, our intimacy of self, our love of self, our confidence, our expression of who we actually are, our self-worth, and also fueling of things that we're passionate about. When you look at the offset of that in anxiety with a lot of my clients, I noticed that there was something that the mind was recognizing, losing someone or something that you love or you're attached to. It's there or it's gone. And this was a pattern that I was seeing a lot with my clients. Now, that losing of something could actually be loss itself, not fully recognizing the true self and the true nature that we're carrying. That's, I think, important to note. It's not necessarily losing something or someone from the external world. It can also be a loss of self. But, looking also of lack of inspiration and self-esteem, emotional withdrawal, things like abdominal bloating. Sometimes we'll also see things like a lack of appetite or changes in the appetite, for example, lung cheek congestion, tightness to the chest, these sorts of things. What I also noted when I looked at the energetic systems was if you're understanding the chakras, was very clear indication that the navel and the heart chakra was misaligned when individuals are experiencing anxiety in their everyday experiences. I also noted while we're looking at the energetic structures, things like the lower Tang Tien would show an imbalance. That's all about our material balance. The middle Tang Tien would also show an imbalance, and that's about knowing our true purpose and really knowing and anchoring who we are. And you'll also then note that that'll offset the certain key areas where the mind is recognizing the balance in the individual. What I also noted is when you look at the physical body, or the physical organs, the lungs and the large intestine would have a pull in most of my clients who were experiencing anxiety. So you can see here that there are these links that are actually affecting or creating, what I should say, is the anxiety for that individual in physical form. But is it simply anxiety, or is it also emotional categories within the self that the person, the mind is still recognizing? I really do believe that our physical systems, our physical body has direct links to our energy body. And in actual fact, it's our energy body that is fueling or feeding the physical body. But I also do believe that our mind is connecting into what is happening through memory, through the physical and also the energetic. So the body, mind and spirit are very important for us to look at and what is actually happening in that interplay. Within ITA, we have noted these pathways and we have documented them. We also implement this study within our meditation practices of My Heart Meditation. when we look at it now on a meditation side of things, a lot of people will say, well, if you're having anxiety, you need to meditate and you need to find that stillness. That is absolutely true, that we definitely need to find a level of stillness. But anybody who's experienced anxiety and other physical symptoms, sometimes the mind is taking over, and it's very difficult to find that stillness within ourselves, because the mind itself is recognizing, oh, there may be a lack of self-worth here, or a loss of self, or a memory of losing someone or something that I'm attached to. It's here and then it's gone. Or, key areas that may be important here, things like feeling safe with who we are, loving and accepting who we are, our material balance within our lives. And as I said, the list does go on. But when we're understanding these links, we can then target these links directly to the mind. So even when we look at our short meditations, so we do have short meditations within the study of MRISC's work, and you'll see there that those short meditations aren't just getting you to sit in stillness. They are actually targeted at the specific organs and also specific energy points that are fueling the mind of where it thinks there's a weakness, or where it can feel a weakness. It's starting to give fuel to those weak areas. So the mind then doesn't necessarily just recognize the offset, it's starting to recognize that there is a balance being placed. It's kind of like having a vehicle and the mind is recognizing that the fuel's running low. So the physical symptom that presents could actually be an outcome that the mind is recognizing, the fuel's low. But if we fuel the fuel in the right areas that it needs to be fueled, you'll be surprised. You can see some pretty incredible results over a period of time. I'm really hoping that I've been able to give you something on this discussion and to just get you maybe thinking a little bit. I hope I've planted a seed at some level, and maybe just ask yourself, are we purely just a physical body and look at everything through the mind, or are we a body, mind and spirit? Do we have to look at the physical, the energetic, and also how the mind is interplaying with both the physical and the energetic? Thank you so much, everybody, for your time.